For more than a century, the Gloria Funicular has been a symbol of Lisbon's charm and ingenuity, a beloved landmark that has carried generations of locals and tourists up and down the city's steepest hills. Its cheerful yellow carriages, clattering along the tracks, have been immortalized in postcards, travel blogs, and countless family photo albums. But on a seemingly ordinary evening, this icon of Portuguese heritage became the site of an unimaginable tragedy, exposing the hidden vulnerabilities beneath its nostalgic exterior. I will never look at historic cable cars the same way after this. For so many, the Gloria Funicular was more than just a mode of transportation. It was a living piece of history, a gentle reminder of Lisbon's resilience and creativity. Every day, it ferried people between the bustling downtown and the tranquil Bairro Alto, its bell ringing out over cobblestone streets. It was a ride that felt safe, even magical, until the day everything changed. It was just after 6 p.m. on a warm spring evening. The city was alive with the usual hum of activity, locals heading home from work, tourists snapping photos, and the gentle clatter of the funicular echoing through the narrow streets. No one could have predicted that, in a matter of seconds, a routine journey would turn into a nightmare that would haunt Lisbon for years to come. Without warning, the main cable that pulled the funicular up and down the steep incline snapped. The sound, a sharp metallic bang, reverberated through the street, followed by a terrifying silence. In an instant, one of the carriages broke free, careening uncontrollably down the hill. It crashed violently into a building at the bottom, sending debris flying and leaving a scene of devastation in its wake. 17 people lost their lives that evening: mothers, fathers, children, friends. More than 20 others, a mix of Portuguese locals and visitors from around the world, were left injured, some with life-altering wounds. The tragedy sent shockwaves through the city, uniting Lisbon in grief and disbelief. The funicular, once a symbol of joy and connection, had become the epicenter of heartbreak. Witnesses describe the moment as surreal, a sudden deafening noise, then chaos. Passengers inside the carriage screamed and scrambled for the exits, desperate to escape the runaway tram. Some managed to force open the doors, while others smashed windows with whatever they could find. The street outside erupted into confusion as bystanders rushed to help, not yet understanding the full scale of the disaster. In those frantic moments, some passengers made the split-second decision to leap from the windows, risking injury to avoid the out-of-control carriage. Others clung to handrails, bracing for impact. The bravery and quick thinking of both passengers and bystanders saved lives, but the trauma of that night will linger for all who witnessed it. Within minutes, police, firefighters, and investigators flooded the area, cordoning off the site and beginning the painstaking process of piecing together what had gone wrong. The city's mayor arrived, visibly shaken, and promised a full investigation. Forensic teams worked through the night, searching for answers amid the wreckage. Early reports pointed to a snapped cable as the immediate cause, but the story quickly grew more complicated. Unions representing transit workers raised alarms about the aging infrastructure, claiming that years of underfunding and deferred maintenance had left the funicular vulnerable. Some maintenance workers spoke anonymously, describing a culture of patchwork repairs and pressure to keep the service running, even when safety concerns were raised. This, despite the fact that the funicular had passed recent inspections and undergone repairs just months before the accident. In the days that followed, Portugal entered a period of national mourning. Flags flew at half-mast across the country, and all of Lisbon's funiculars were taken out of service for urgent safety checks. The city, usually so vibrant and full of life, felt subdued, its people united in sorrow and uncertainty. The government pledged to leave no stone unturned in the investigation, promising accountability and sweeping reforms if needed. The city's heart is heavy and the pain is palpable at the site of the accident. Crowds gather daily to pay their respects, leaving flowers, candles, and messages of condolence. Artists have begun painting murals in memory of those lost, and children's drawings flutter in the breeze, a testament to the community's grief and resilience. Yet beneath the mourning, questions persist. How could a system so trusted, so deeply woven into the fabric of Lisbon, fail so catastrophically? Was this a freak accident, or the result of years of neglect? As Lisbon searches for answers, the world watches in solidarity. Messages of support have poured in from across the globe, and the tragedy has sparked a broader conversation about the safety of historic transport systems everywhere. For the families affected, the pain is immeasurable, and for the city, the road to healing will be long. But in the face of heartbreak, Lisbon's spirit endures, determined to honor the memories of those lost, to learn from this tragedy, and to ensure that such a disaster never happens again.